Hey guys, it's October 4th, 2021, and I've got a couple of chicken drumsticks, five of them I think, that I'm going to put on the Dyna-Glo. A couple of things prior to that, or I should say before that. And the first one being that the temperature gauge that came with the Dyna-Glo, I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but the needle basically fell off the pin in the middle. So, other than trying to find a duplicate that came with it, I did a little research and I found this. Let me turn this viewfinder around so I can make sure you guys are seeing what I'm trying to show you. So this is a Tell-True replacement temperature gauge made in the USA. Can you imagine? And it's the same thread, has a lock nut here, so to speak, so that you can center the gauge in the smoker, because if it was off center that would just drive me up a wall. But I just got this, and I didn't use a smoker in, geez, I don't know, a couple of weeks, because the gauge, like I said, I'm sure it was so far off, wasn't even funny. And although you can kind of tell by appearance of what you're cooking and an internal thermometer, but I just wanted a gauge on here that would accurately read what's going on inside the smoker. So let's see. Mounting surface, installation lock nut. Accuracy is plus or minus 1% full span per ASME B40.3 grade A. We recommend intermittent use only over 800 degrees Fahrenheit. If it gets to 800 degrees, everything I own is on fire. Apparently it's calibratable, if that's a word. For calibrating instructions and additional information, visit the website telltrue.com/t-barbecue-instr.aspx. So we're going to get this in here, and unfortunately the lowest temperature reading is 100 degrees. And the reason that I say that is because when I was doing the automotive gig, I've got this extremely accurate NDG gauge that starts at 0 degrees. And ambient temperature right now is showing 62 degrees. But obviously, it's not going to coincide with this because 100 is the minimum. Unfortunately, this thermometer was fairly expensive, this one. So I'm not going to put it in the smoker to see how accurate this is. I have a digital thermometer, but I don't trust it. So I'm just going to have to take their word for it. A lot of the reviews that I read, it seems like it's the way to go. And this was a fairly expensive thermometer, in my opinion, for a smoker. But we're going to install it real quick, and then I'm going to show you, I don't think I've ever done this, but I'm going to show you how I start my charcoal briquettes in the Dyna-Glo or the grill or whatever it is I'm using. This is what's commonly known as fat wood. And basically, this is from PA. And I had a lot of hemlock in PA. A lot of them died. And when they die, the sap, and you know how sticky that is in pine trees, starts to collect at the bottom of the tree in the stump area, usually about 3 or 4 feet off the ground will be the best place to get this. So you have to find a tree that's dead but not rotted. You cut it off about 3 feet above the ground and cut off a log. I usually go about 24 inches. Split that log into millions of pieces And then I finish it with a small hatchet, and I get pieces this size. And then I cut them on my my saw, my chop saw, into small manageable chunks. This stuff is full of pine sap, and it lights extremely easy. It's completely natural. It does smoke black, so I will never put food in the grill or the smoker while this is still burning. I'll wait until this is all burned up and the briquettes or whatever other kind of material I'm using for heat is fully ignited and this is fully gone. Because the sap in the wood actually repels water and prevents it from getting saturated. So it's actually a pretty good survival wood as well. So as I said, this fat wood really burns well. It's only been a minute since I initially started this, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of a view on this fat wood. And here we are about 2 minutes in, and if you absolutely despise easy light charcoal or spending forever trying to get your grill or smoker lit, fatwood is a way to go. And I'm almost sure you can buy it at some of the big box stores, local hardware stores, and so on. I know it's super natural, and there are a lot of places that sell it. You don't have to go out in the woods to try and find it like I do. Okay, so we've been going 5 or 6 minutes now, and I had to know. So we're about 100 degrees on the new thermometer, and I put in, and it's cooling off already, but it was darn near 100 degrees when I pulled it out. I had to know, and I said to myself, I'm not going to let it go above 100, but if it matches 100, then we're going to give it a little bit of trust. So, yeah, the new Dyna-Glo thermometer matches my HVAC thermometer for 100 degrees. It might have been half a degree off, but it was so close it's not even worth arguing about. All right, guys, so our temperature is about 225, 228 maybe, and it's time to load the chicken in. Again, there's only 5 drumsticks, and this may seem like overkill for such a small cooking endeavor, but these have been marinating in barbecue sauce for about 10 hours with a little bit of parsley, ground parsley, and cracked black pepper, and I mean just a smidgen of salt. So we're going to stick these in here. And as an entree or an appetizer, whatever you'd like to call it, I'm making potato and leek soup. I've got so many balls in the air today, though, I just can't show that. Maybe in the future. Okay, so it's been about 30 minutes, and we are at darn near exactly 175 degrees, and it's time to flip the birds. Okay, flip the drumsticks. And boy, look at that. This is going to be phenomenal, especially in its weird mix with the leek potato soup. And it's raining, but even the cavemen had to eat in the rain, right? So here's dinner tonight, guys. The Dyna-Glo chicken and the leek and potato soup with homemade croutons. I may do a video on the potato and leek soup. I'm not sure. I don't really make it too often, but it's all set and ready to go. And that's my wife coughing for God knows why. But anyway, you guys have a great night, and October 4th, 2021. We'll talk soon. Now take care.